seat.
All right, Cody, let's see what you can do for Blake Stevens here today. Blake Stevens leading this game 1-0 as we start the top of the fourth here. Ball low and outside. Hit. Still adjusting the camera a little bit there so we can see. Ball low. Ben's having a little bit of control trouble here to start off the inning. There's a ground ball going to shortstop. Picked up easily. Nice easy throw to first base for the first out.
Now batting for the Vikings, number 17, Jimmy Billings.
Jimmy Billings. Jimmy Billings.
Jimmy Billings had a walk last time he was up at the plate. There's a ball into the dirt. Nice to see the dirt's flying around here instead of the mud splashing like we've been seeing the last few baseball games.
Oh, there's Tuck trying to... No, he's not. I thought that was him. Looks like him from the angle up here. I thought maybe he's trying to sneak back over here and watch his boy play.
Yeah. A walk. So Jimmy Billings gets a walk.
And now batting number 14, Taylor Shea.
Taylor Shea, the pitcher here for Blake Stevens, up the plate. You like a closer look up at his shaggy hair. It's not too bad.
Shaggy. I'm sure we're going to hear about that comment.
Shaggy hair?
Shaggy hair.
He probably likes his shaggy hair.
There's no shaggy hair at my house.
No, well, you're all clean cut.
They're all zipped up tight.
Zipped up tight. There's a bunt right back into the screen.
Now that made me jump too. I saw that thing coming straight back. I was like,
yeah, don't flinch. There's a big screen to catch that ball right into your good little camera there. So we almost got your camera at that last game we did with the Glacier Peak girls because we had the camera outside the screen.
Yes, we did.
And
for the softball.
For the fast pitch.
Yeah, for the fast pitch.
Softball
game.
And it came within a few inches of where your camera was. There's a ball popped up high over the backstop. Boom. Sounded like it hit.
And I just know we're not getting out of here without a dent in my truck today. right there. So I didn't have far to carry the equipment.
We'll get out of here.
Sitting right behind the shack.
There's a swing low, and he's out. Oh, they got the runner off at first base. This is going to be a... Just get right to him. There you go. Now you run him down. There you got him. And that makes the third out. That probably was a hit and run play to get him off the base like that. So he probably didn't like to do that on his own. So caught in the open. Nicely done by the...
Caught out away from the base.
Yep. Nicely done.
Not safe. It's not safe if you're not on the base.
Not safe if you're on the base. And Ben Johnson did a nice, perfect job of playing that, running right straight at the runner, making him commit. He has been coached well on what to do in that situation, and we're glad to see that he did that right. He'll get a nice well done from the coach when he gets over there to the bench.
I think they have this set up so that people can get like a little suntan while they're watching the game.
A little suntan? Yeah, I don't see any suntans out there, so they're out there. It's hot in here because we're behind the glass, but they're sitting out there in jackets, so see what happens here. So I should get an official count from the gate here at this ball game. See if we can.
Well, just count one row there.
Well, I counted real fast, and I got well up close to 100, just people that are looking at the game, not to mention the people who are not looking at the game and are doing other things around here. So that's a nice turnout for a baseball game here. And I'm sure the weather is responsible for that. Now batting for Lake Stevens, Andrew Ivelia. That's a called strike. Nice. 0-1's the count. Second pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Andrew is behind the count here for sure. Looks over at the coach, and the coach says, "Don't look at me. Hit the ball." Tried to check swing on that high pitch, but got it popped foul, so still sitting there behind the count. A nice day for baseball. There's a hit ball, another foul tip going over the Lake Stevens dugout. And the fans are racing for that souvenir ball, which they'll return. I think it's still 0-2 count here. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
And now batting number 16, Tanner Arrington.
Tanner Arrington up for Snohomish. Last time up to the plate, he had a ground out to the infield. See if he can get one a little further out than that this time. Takes the ball low. Good eye, Tanner. And there's a ground ball foul toward the Lake Stevens dugout. Sitting here 1-1 at this point. There's a ground ball. Oh, that ball's going long. Oh, that went all the way to the fence, but that was a well-hit ball. And well defended by Lake Stevens out there. And, oh, did that went over the fence? Oh. That was a home run? Wow, boy. You cannot see that well over here. I'm going to give that kid a home run. Sorry about that, fans. Nicely done by Tanner. Brings up Kyle Ernst to the plate. Umpire's having a little conversation over here with the Snohomish coach. Wonder how far that fence is out there. They don't have any numbers on it, do they? You can read. Far right center. That was a nice long ball. Kyle takes a called strike right down the middle. There's another hit ball going out towards center field, and he dives for the ball and misses it. So Kyle gets a hit. Brings up Hakan Landy. Hawkins got a runner on first. 1 out, 1 run scored in here for Snohomish this inning so far. We're looking at a tie ball game here at this point. Kyle takes a nice lead off of first there. Oh, he almost didn't get back in time, but he did. Yeah, he's going to get another throw. He's very close. Mark Kilpatrick out there's got his eye on him really good. He's a good 40 feet away, but he can see that far, I think.
They can see better than we can.
From where he is, I'm sure he's got the sun at his back. We got the sun in our eyes, which makes it even more difficult. So Aaron's still trying to work this play out here. Ball's high. Another throw to first. Safe. I like to get these kids dirty over there on first base with the throws to first. Keep them honest.
Well, they get a little bit too much real estate. Oh, real estate.
And he's running, and there's the throw. It's going to be in time, but a little bit high off the plate.
Can't get the ball down.
Yeah, ball's a little bit high, but nicely done. Stolen base by Kyle. Runner in scoring position. He'll score a run here for Snohomish. And I'm sure that's what they'd like to have right about now. And another ball down low. There's the pitch. Called strike. That was a take. So are we 1-3 here, Coach?
3-2, you mean?
I'm not sure what we got.
That's what
here.
it says on the board.
3-2. We're 3-2.
Sorry, I can't take no call from Florida.
And he walks him. Well, Heron liked that better than the last time he was up to the plate because he got a strikeout last time. So, as did Ben last time, got a strikeout. So, he'd be looking for something a little better than that this time.
Yeah.
So, runners on first and second. Timeout. Foul tip up over the backstop. Out of play. There's a hard hit ball on the ground, right through the gap. That'll score a run. Plays it home, plays back at third, and he's going to be out at third, and he is. Out trying to steal third, so that'll be the second out, but scored a run.
And now batting for the Panthers, number 23, Logan Baker. We have a courtesy runner for the pitcher, number 29, Boomer Gorey.
Logan Baker on out to the plate. Last time up, Logan grounded out. Pinch runner on first base for the pitcher. Should have a score of 2-1 in favor of Snohomish at this point. Swing and a miss by Logan. Things are heating up a little bit here in the bottom of the fourth for Snohomish. Getting some runs on the board. That ball's in the dirt, but stopped nicely. So no harm at that point. Okay, let's keep this rally going here, Logan. See if you can get a hit off of this. Ball inside. 2-1 is the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Oh, that was a called strike. Boy, that looks low from up here. It almost looks like it got into the dirt when the catcher caught it. But it was a strike, according to Scott. Behind the plate today, Scott Rich. And here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss, and he struck him out at the end of the inning. So as we go into the top of the fifth here, we have Snohomish baseball Panthers leading 2-0, and probably a little happier than they were early on in the game. So get my director back in the box here, and we're looking at a 2-1 ball game, I think.
2-1. I missed a score.
You missed a score.
So now we're going to top of the fifth.
Top of the fifth.
Top of the fifth. Yeah, I had to step away for a second there and conduct some management business.
Yeah, that's good. So this is J.D. Sadarski coming up to bat this time for Lake Stevens Vikings. Looking to make something happen for them here at this point. Down 1 run in this game so far. We've got 4 full innings in this game in the first hour, so we're into the second hour of this game right now. Here comes the first pitch. He's looking to bunt it, and it pops it up foul. No harm at this point. Nobody can get under it, but anytime you bunt the ball up in the air, you got big trouble potential.
Sadowski.
J.D. Sadowski, bunt high. He won't bunt again, probably. Try to bunt for a base hit. Swing, foul tip, back against the fence. Be 0-2 to Sadowski. Scott Rich taking a look at that ball off the fence to see how badly it got scuffed up, but not much going on there. Here's the pitch. Low high.
Now I've decided it's all right if I get a dent in the top of the cab.
It's all right?
It's the hood that I'm most worried about.
Oh, I said you can see that when you drive it.
Yeah.
Well, so far you're probably good. There's a swing and a miss. And he's out of there. So
For the Vikings, number 3, Justin Brown.
back to the top of the lineup here for the Vikings. Justin Brown, number 3. Doing a nice job out there at third base today for the Vikings. Takes the first pitch ball. So, second pitch ball high and outside. So, it's a little metal wood on that out to the left field, easily camped under it. And that's got pretty much what we were talking about at the game the other day when I said that was a can of corn. He's just standing there waiting for it.
Can of corn. See, that's the kind of thing I have no idea.
Yeah. And that goes way back.
You know, there's no can of corn in football.
There's no can of corn in football. Can of corn in baseball. That goes way back to the early days of baseball, back when didn't have television or internet.
What?
Back in the early 00s. Used to be back in the world of the grocery business, used to have cans of vegetables and stuff on the shelf.
Well, they still have cans of vegetable on the shelf.
But they were all real high.
Oh, I see.
So they had this little tool that the shopkeeper would go to get your can down with, and it was a little clamp-on tool that he'd reach up and grab the can with. And there's a fly ball out to the right fielder to end that inning.
And it would have it drop out onto
and
he would catch it.
And he would just
Just
drop
stand
it down,
under it and
stand under it and catch it. So
can of corn.
Can of corn. So it's easy to catch. He didn't have to move. It just fell right in his hands. And,
Well, that's a good deal.
And I don't know why it was corn and not beans or peas, but first time it happened, it was a can of corn, I guess. So.
Did I tell you I talked to Kathy Salvadolina last week?
No, you didn't.
Kathy, who is a Windermere Real Estate, she is one of our supporters.
Yeah.
And she says she's got a lot of really nice properties that are open right here local.
We should get some of those listings for her. We could probably throw one of them up on the air here.
Well, you know, with the magic of internet.
Yeah. Is that magic?
Let's see what happens.
Internet.
If I was to type in kathysalvo.com.
Yeah, you'd probably
look at that, kathysalvo.com. Okay, look at here. See here? These are some sweet little properties here.
Yeah, that's some nice little 3-bedroom.
What do you want, like 6 acres? You want, here's a pretty good sized house right here. Look at this thing.
Hey, give me a 4,000 square foot on 6 acres with a corral.
This has got a wraparound deck. This is out on 135th Avenue in Snohomish, $364,000.
Wow, that's pretty good. How big is that?
This one is it has 4 1/4 bathrooms, 1 acre, built in 91. It's got 2,500 square feet.
Wow, that's a nice size house.
But it's a beautiful, beautiful workmanship on this house. Anyway, Kathy Salvadolina.
Looking for a house? Call Kathy. First pitch hit hard by Nolan and flied right into the left fielder's hand. And there you are with another can of corn, Todd.
Another can of corn. We're getting a lot of vegetables out there today.
Going back to the start of the lineup here, number 10, Russell Crippen. See what he can get going here.
Russell Crippen.
One out for Snohomish here in the 5th. High and outside.
Well, that was kind of got away from a little bit there.
Yeah. Yeah. Try to throw that curveball in there. Another hard hit ball going out toward the right fielder. And I don't think he caught it. No, he didn't.
Did not.
It's all right in front of him. He's rounding first, going into second, going to hold him up on second. So he got a hit. He got a hit the last time he was up. So he's 2 for 3. Oh, Mitchell McCulley is now up to the plate. He's 0 for 2 at the plate with 2 strikeouts. Previous 2 times up. He's got a runner in scoring position now. He'd much rather get a hit than anything at this point. So there's the pitch, and it's just inside. Ball 1.
I don't think I'd want to be a catcher. That just looks like hard on my knees.
Catcher, yeah.
What do you think there?
Well, the catcher probably works harder than anybody else out there. He's the only one that really breaks into a sweat most of the time. So, not to mention he's got.
Oh, see, now that one had my truck written all over it, but the fence caught it.
Fence caught that one, yeah. Catcher's got all that padding on him and knee braces and guards and masks, and he's all wrapped up pretty good in there. And a nice cold day.
Kind of like the goalie.
Yeah, he's happy on a cold day, but on a warm day like this, he's getting pretty warm in there. So here comes the pitch. Ball hit hard, grounder to the third shortstop, and over to first for the out. Runner advances to third. So 2 outs for Snohomish Panthers here.
I think that they better start warming somebody up if he's going to.
Yeah. So far holding their own 2-1 Panthers. Andrews struck out previous time he was at the plate and grounded out the previous time before that. 0 for 2 so far today. Looking to do something better. Caught the outside corner with that pitch for a nice strike. Got a runner on third. Andrew would like to get the hit here to get another run scored for the Panthers. Hits the ball right up the middle. Shortstop picks it up and bobbles it, and that does score a run. Let's count that an error on the shortstop. Run number 3. So
Tanner Arrington.
Tanner Arrington's 1 for 2 at the plate here. I think it was Tanner that got the home run the last time we watched him here, wasn't it? Oh. Called strike. We have a 3-1 ball game here for Snohomish Panthers right now. Tanner at the plate here, taking another look. Low and inside. Or did he call that a strike? Not sure. He looked like he signaled strike, but it looked pretty low to me. And Tanner hits that ball out towards center field. Center fielder drifting back and gets under it for the catch, and he's out. So Tanner flies out for the third out for the inning. So now going into the top of the 6th. We have a 3-1 ball game.
Around the end of the dugout. Yeah. Or there is a gate here you can go through.
All right, all the fans are still sticking around to watch this game. Nobody's leaving early here. No reason to leave early on a nice sunny day like this. Getting a little extra suntan in. A little heat from that big star up there in the sky. Oh. Wonder if any of the track fans have drifted over this way to watch a little baseball. So, all right. Still got number 6 on the mound for Lake Stephen. Rory Bullens. And so Corey Bullen steps in there for Lake Stevens Vikings. Takes pitch low and inside. No, Corey Bullen is playing right field for the Vikings today. Takes a nice cut at that ball, going foul down the right first base line. Last time up the plate, Corey got a walk. This time he hits the ball hard down left field line. It was it foul or fair? It was a fair ball. Just dropped inside the line. Second baseman Brandon Keller coming up for the Vikings now. Vikings have a runner on first. Brandon at the plate. Tying run at the plate, as they say, if he were to hit a home run. It's 3-1 ball game here. So first pitch is low. That second pitch is a nice strike in there. And runner goes to second. There's a throw down to second. It's going to be close to there in time, and he got it. Nicely done by Ben Johnson. Perfect throw. So Brandon Keller is sitting up there at the plate with one out now. And nobody on. That little scoring threat was erased. A beautiful throw by Ben Johnson there. Second good thing he's done today that really shows that he knows what he's doing out there. Yeah. Yeah. Scott Rich says it's 1-1, and everybody's arguing with him, so he's going to say timeout. I'm going to check out there with Mark Kilpatrick and see if he knows what the count is. So Mark coming back to tell him, and he's going to let everybody know what the count is. So put your hands up, Scott. Let us know what's going on down there. That's 1-2. A little mental lapse there. There's another ball hit hard to the outfield. It's going out to the gap. Looks like the left fielder ran underneath that and caught it for the third out. Or second out. Don't get me confused here. Joey Palmieri now batting. Joey's 0 for 2 tonight. First up to bat was a fly out and a ground out, so he's hitting the ball, just not hitting it where they aren't. Takes the first pitch called strike in there. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th for Lake Stevens Vikings. 1-1 should be the count at this point. That ball's off in the dirt a little bit. And there's a hard hit ball, grounder to the shortstop, easily handled with a nice throw to first base, and he's out. So Corey grounds out. And third out for the inning. So that'll do it for the top of the 6th for Lake Stevens as we go into the bottom of the 6th here for Snohomish, leading 3-1 at this point. Well, if you're hungry tonight and don't want to cook, you got to think about going over to Mongo's. Mongo's has got some great things on the menu over there. And great salads, great entrees, great salmon. Some nice and spicy, some nice and plain. So Take your family over there and treat them to a nice dinner at Mongo's tonight. Chris will be glad to see you. Tell him Ron sent you. All right. Getting ready to start the bottom of the 6th here. Number 2, Kyle Gonst is coming up to the plate. Kyle Gane. Why don't you read this right? Three to 1 score here for the Snohomish Panthers. All right, Scott Rich says we're ready to go here. Let's get this game rolling. There's the throw down to second. There's a nice throw. Need to do that during the game. So Kyle Gane's got 2 hits today. 2 for nothing. 2 for 2. 2 for 2, yes. Oh, strikeout and a hit. Give me the right stats. Oh, 2 hits. Kyle's doing a good job here today. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Oh, that sun is beating in on this window now as it sinks slowly in the west. Strike 2, swing and a miss by Kyle. Way behind in the count here. Don't expect to get anything good to look at now. Probably get a changeup or a curveball off of this one. There's the pitch. Oh, foul tip. He was thinking about holding up. He was way behind that pitch. But it was definitely a ball. But still 0-2 to Kyle here. Can't let anything get by you here, Kyle. There it is, inside. 1-2, Kyle. There's a foul tip over the back and heading toward Todd's truck, but I don't think I heard anything go clunk. So he's probably all right with that. Still looking, I think, at 1-2 here for Kyle. There's another pitch, and that one's outside. Good eye, as they say, from the dugout over there. We're looking at 2-2, according to Scott Rich. Oh, that's inside. That ought to roll up a full count here, I think. So Kyle's hanging in there. Got it back to full. And that one's inside, and he takes a... Oh! Whoa. Kyle thought it was inside. I thought it was inside. So did everybody in the fans think it was inside, but Kyle got a strikeout. I think Sky Rich wants to go home. Call him a pitch like that. He won't like to hear that from me, however. All right, let's see what Hairlandy can do here for the Panthers. That one's high. Aaron's officially 0 for 1 at the plate here. He's got a strikeout and a walk. Previous 2 times at the plate. And was thrown out trying to steal second. Now that pitch was like the one he called a strike, and it wasn't. But can't call 2 of those in the same inning. Okay, that one's far and outside. So Harkin does get the walk on this one. It's the second walk.
And coming to the plate for the Panthers, number 6, Ben Demusky.
Ben Demusky, number 6. He's our pitcher for tonight. Been doing a great job out there for the Panthers. And just like that, got thrown off of first base and is out. Caught looking. He doesn't have very good luck on the bases tonight. He's caught looking on first this time and caught stealing on second last time. So not too alert out there. And there's a ground ball to the shortstop. Fielded nicely with a long throw over to first in time for the out. For the third out. Just like that. 3 outs.
Still time to grab a hot dog or a chili cheese dog at the concession stand.
I don't know if you hear in the background, but the stadium announcer is announcing you can go get some hot dogs or chili dogs at the concession stand, and then somebody said they were sold out. So you can probably still get the chili or the cheese. So top of the 7th here. Snohomish Panthers leading this ball game 3-1. Trying to hold on to this victory. And Blake Stevens Vikings trying to get something going here now at the top of the 7th. I think the batter is going to be Corey. Cody Vigorin, I believe, is coming up to the plate here.
Top of the 7th for the Vikings, number 34, Cody Vigorin.
Cody Vigorin's 0 for 2 at the plate here tonight with a ground out. Oh, 1 for 2 with a ground out and a hit. Don't shortchange Cody. Needs all those hits he can get. Takes the first pitch, called ball. Second pitch swung on and foul tip over the back, heads up. And that hit something solid over there, but it wasn't the truck, I don't think. All right, Cody, let's see what you can do with this one. Oh, into the dirt. Getting a new ball from Scott Rich there. Take a look at that one. There's a hard hit ball to the third baseman, and it went through his hands, but the shortstop picked it up and then overthrew first base on the toss. So Cody's safe on first. I'm going to call that an error on the shortstop.
Jimmy Billings.
So on first was an error. Now batting for Blake Stevens, Jimmy Billings. And he gets a hard pop up in the air, high fly ball going up over the stands, and fans not catching that one. Low and inside. There's a pop fly ball out to left field, going foul, running over to catch it, and it's out of play. The 2 strikes on Jimmy. Runner on first. Ground ball to past the second baseman into right field. Runner goes to second. Safe on first. A nice hit by Jimmy. Vikings have runners at first and second. No outs here in the top of the seventh. Trying to make a little rally going on here. Snohomish coach is coming out to have a little chat with the pitcher. Doesn't want to lose this ball game. That's probably Nick Harmon's out there.
So while I was down there, I got a chance to talk with Tuck Janae and Ben Johnson's dad.
Good. No, Ben Johnson doing a nice job behind the plate today.
That's what I told him. I said, your boy's doing good out there.
Yeah, he did a very good job. So, little confab on the mound there. It looks like we're going to leave him in there. And see what happens on his next pitch. No outs. Runners on first and second. Top of the seventh here. This is Taylor Shea at the plate here. See what he can do. There's a called strike.
Russell got to the ball, turned and fired. Fortunately, your boy was in there.
Taylor's 0 for 2 here tonight. Looking for something better than 0 for 2. Especially with runners on first and second. And his team behind here, 3-1. There's a fake bunt.
Is it still 0 outs, too?
Still 0 outs.
So they've got the tying run on.
Tying run on first. Leading run at the plate. Winning run at the plate. Or leading run, I guess. It won't be winning until the game's over. And he's still looking to bunt. Called that a strike. So we're looking at 2 and 2. Is that what you've seen? Well, it's hard to get fingers between the fence grates here.
I think it's 1 and 2.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. So JD's got 0 for 2 at the plate here tonight at all, batting in the number 9 position for the team.
J.D. Sadowski.
J.D. Sadowski takes the first pitch, low inside. 1 out, runners on first and second still. Blake Stevens definitely needs to get a rally going here to try to hold this ball game on. Down 2 runs at this point.
Good ball game.
There's a hard hit ball on the ground to second baseman. Bobbles it, but picks it up in time to get to first for the out. Runners advance to second and third. So,
and coming to the plate for the Vikings, number 3, Justin Brown.
Runners on second and third. Back to the
now you
top of the lineup here.
You can't put in like a pinch hitter or something?
You can, but Justin Brown's top of the lineup, but he's 0 for 3. Might be a time you might want to put a pinch hitter in here if you had somebody who would hit better than Justin, but takes first ball outside. So we playing 7 innings or 9 innings here, do you know?
7.
So this could be 1 out away from ending this ball game then. Looks like the Snohomish pitcher, Ben Chowski, is going to go all the way here so far. There's a pop ground ball.
That's it.
And he's out, and the ball game is over. So Snohomish holds on to the win here for a 3-1 victory over Lake Stevens, moving Snohomish to 12-3 over, or 13-3 overall, and 12-1 in league. over Lake Stevens. So Snohomish is definitely going to probably go into the playoffs at this point. Snohomish has replay at Lake Stevens tomorrow at 4 o'clock at Lake Stevens, and then 2 games with Arlington, one home here on the 29th and one up at Arlington on the 30th. So 3 more games for Snohomish varsity baseball here, and they should have a pretty good chance of winning all 3 of those games at this point. So we'll see who does well pitching up there tonight. So next up for STSPN, we're going to be doing soccer tomorrow night, Todd.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering about that soccer game. I think I saw that it was on for tonight.
Rescheduled for tonight, you think?
I have to double check our schedule, but
well, if that's not rescheduled, I thought it was rescheduled, but if it's not, you're supposed to be doing a soccer game tomorrow night on the 23rd with Snohomish and
Mount
Mount Vernon.
What's after that?
And then we're back to the Snohomish fast pitch softball against Monroe next Monday, the 29th.
Is that right here?
Right back here at Snohomish. So we'll look forward to seeing all the baseball fans.
They do softball here?
Looking.
Not here in this field. The softball field is over across the street from where the football field is.
Oh, okay.
There's a really nice baseball.
Okay, so the fast pitch softball is not at this big field, which is too big for fast pitch softball anyway. But next Monday, the 29th, we'll be here for Snohomish ladies.
Snohomish versus Monroe.
Softball against Monroe. So if you're here tomorrow for soccer, you'll catch up with Todd and maybe a guest announcer. And I'll see you next Monday
for girls softball.
Ladies fast pitch softball for Snohomish. We have first Snohomish ladies game. So thanks for tuning in today. This is Ron Henthorne and Todd Elbig signing off for STSPN. Have a nice sunny afternoon and evening.